Okay, so this is one I've been waiting to do a while, and I kind of put it off because I don't know how people will respond to it, and you know, I'll probably wait a little while to post it as well because, like I said, I don't know how people are going to respond to it. But I believe that there's an evolutionary uh, benefit, if you will, to bulking and cutting. And I know that people are going to sit there and be like, "Pfft, bulking and cutting, that's just bodybuilding." True, true, but hear me out real quick. Okay, so this is why I do it in reverse. People are always confused. I'll start bulking in like May or June, and I'll try to bulk clear on into like November, December, and then I'll start cutting. And that's completely reverse, right? Everyone's like, dude, you're supposed to bulk in the winter and cut in the summer. That way you look good at the beach. And that's cool. That's cool. I understand why people do that. I do. But for me, I'm more interested in health, longevity, and so I try to bulk and cut with the seasons. And the reason being, okay, from an evolutionary standpoint, let's just imagine our ancestors. They probably bulked up in the summer because there was the availability of food. In the summer you've got animals and you've got plants and you've got fruits and you've got, the harvest and everything like that. You've got all this food through the spring, summer, into fall. You're going to be eating far more because it's available. Just simply because it's available. Because when you're eating for survival, you're going to eat everything you come across. If cavemen came across Oreos, they would eat them. Um, so my point being, okay, that the natural kind of rhythm is that you're going to gain fat in the summer. That way you have something to burn in the winter. And then, of course, in the winter, you're going to be on a much lower carbohydrate diet, perhaps no carbohydrates, depending on how far north you are. And, we look at this and we realize, okay, they're going to be in a state of ketosis for part of the year. And during that time, they're going to lean out because they have to live off of body fat. They're going to be cold, things like that. That's going to make a huge difference. And of course, being cold causes the conversion of white fat to brown fat. And I don't care what anyone else out there says because all these people are complaining like, oh no, only babies have brown fat. Well, there's a ton of research right now showing that adults have brown fat too, and that certain mechanisms can actually cause the conversion of white fat to brown fat. So, you know, hold your opinions and whatever you think you were taught in school because there's research proving it otherwise or disproving what you were taught. So, anyways, my point being that the natural rhythm of things, okay, should be that we bulk in the summer months whenever food would be plentiful, and we cut in the winter months whenever food would be more scarce. And so I believe that that state of ketosis that occurs almost intermittently, every year you're going to be in ketosis for a little while, actually has health benefits because those ketones are going to help your body and you're going to, there's a lot of research showing that ketones are good for your brain. And then on top of that, those periods of caloric restriction, short periods of caloric restriction, and possibly even some fasting because in the winter months, they would have been struggling, probably increase the amount of apoptosis and autophagy. So they would break down damaged cells and break down cancerous cells and break down, you know, tissues that otherwise might become malignant. Okay, and of course they would lose body fat. And as you know, losing body fat has a host of good things. It improves your insulin sensitivity and fights off diabetes, all that stuff like that. So my point to you, okay, is that I really feel like people are doing this in reverse. I see so many guys, I gotta cut in the summer so I look good at the beach, and then I gotta bulk up in the winter because I can get away with it. And I'm gonna be wearing sweatshirts, no one will see me anyway, so I can go ahead and just get as fat as I want in the winter. And I think that people should be doing the reverse. I think that your body wants to cut in the winter time because it's cold, so your body's more encouraged to burn that fat, and then your body wants to bulk in the summer. And I feel like people are fighting their natural rhythm, and that's why so many people are unsuccessful and struggle with it. So that's my opinion, just my opinion. Basing it off of science and evolutionary perspectives here, but that is my opinion, and that's why I do things the way I do them. I eat more in the summer, and then when the winter comes, I try to reduce my caloric intake, and that's why I do it the way I do it. Cut in the winter, bulk in the summer. So there you have it.